Hello and welcome to Spotted UFOs, Ghosts and Cryptids. Today we're doing a live stream talking about the recent UAP activity that's happened in the USA, what all the things that the government have been talking about. Well, what can I say? It's what we already know, what's come out, it's not what we exactly wanted to hear, but really what's been going on, they've just turned around and said that they know there is something up there in the sky, but they're not exactly sure on what's in the sky. They're not actually sure what it is, but they don't believe it's extraterrestrial. Well, what is it then? If it's not extraterrestrial, is it some sort of rogue nation who have the technology? What's really weird is if there is rogue nations with that technology, it's pretty scary that they've got technology like that available to them, which is, it's to have technology like that, it's pretty frightening that they could actually liberate us with that sort of technology. But that sort of technology, that sort of tech as well, are they, you know, where have they got it from? I mean, I know a lot of the rogue nations send planes over to spy on us, but we've got weapons that could bring a plane down easy. These things are very, very quick, and they could get, easily get caught by they couldn't get caught by any of our missiles or planes that we've got. So it's pretty it's pretty scary that they've got if they have got stuff like that. But I can't see it being anything like that other than it's either something from another, maybe another world, like they said. Maybe it's like a secret American technology which they've already denied it's not theirs. But I was having an interesting conversation with a work colleague the other day. And basically, what I'm saying is, we all assume that these UFOs could be from space, but are they from space? There's always the fact that we know more about what's going on in space than what's going in our own oceans. So, is it a possibility that these things could come from our own ocean? And they don't seem to know what they are, but they don't seem to be letting on what they are. I reckon they do know more of what these things are in the sky. It's very interesting. It'd be very interesting to hear everybody else's opinions on what they tend to think of what it could be. So if anybody does have anything on the stream, if they do know what they've seen or anything they can think of, would be interesting to hear what they've got. Oh, good point. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's pretty. It is. Like I said, a colleague at work was talking to me yesterday and said I told him about aliens on life on other planets, and he says, "Well, how many grains of sand you can hold?" I says, "Well, that's all fair enough, yeah, but like I said, we don't know a lot about our own ocean. To be fair, we don't even know much about what goes on under our own planet. I mean, we do know there's a core down there, but we can't drill down deep enough. So we don't know a lot about certain things. But we know more about our own. We don't know much about them. We know more about the moon and Mars than we do the sea and our Earth, our own planet, basically. Sorry, that's forgive me. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. Forgive me. I have to keep wiping my nose every so often. So I'd like to. I'd like to hear what everybody else's thoughts are on this on the subject as well, which would be very, very interesting to hear what anyone else has got to say. It would be it would be quite interesting to hear what you want to say about it. It'd be anyone else, anything else? It's Didn't say anything else on the stream. No, nothing else on there. Nothing on there. Else is watching, anyone else on? Nobody else on, is that? Thank you, Lava. That's nothing else put on there. Nobody else has put anything. Nothing else on the stream. No, nothing else has been put on. So yeah, it's very interesting with what they've basically said about the UAPs. Like they've already said it with the Tic Tac and the Nimitz incident. Like I've said, they don't exactly know what it is. They don't think it's extraterrestrial, but it makes you think they know more about what it is. Could it be something from our own planet, basically, something that we've already got? Like, it's quite interesting. It'd be interesting to find out what they what they are actually are. It'd be very interesting if anyone's written anything else. Nothing else here. There's nothing here. Written anything else? There's two. Nothing. It would be interesting to. I think it's all going to start coming out in little drips and drabs from the Pentagon of what people are actually seeing. So that would be. So I think we'll probably find out little bits and pieces of things, but there seems to be more and more different things coming out about it. But that didn't surprise me the slightest when I was hearing all this. The 25th of June, we're going to be hearing this about, the disclosure. Didn't surprise me that there'd be anything coming out about it. My thoughts were it's going to be exactly what they've already said. We know what they are. We know they're there, but we don't know what they are. But they're not. We don't know that we don't think they're extraterrestrial. But like I said before, rogue nations, if they've got stuff like that, technology like that, why haven't they liberated us, America? If they have got stuff like yeah, fair enough. They say, why are they sending these things over just to fly over, just to spy basically? When they send aircraft over, but the aircraft looks like it could be shot out the sky easy with a missile. These things can't be caught by any known aircraft that we have. So if the rogue nation is in possession of these things, surely we'd have been liberated by them by now. They'd have basically had us by now. So, what are these things? I mean, it could be like I said, an American spy plane that we don't know about, but they've denied that. It could also be, any sort of, could be something to do with the atmosphere. It could be but these things are a nuts and bolts thing. They're solid looking things. So it ain't like certain things you could say it's maybe the way the atmosphere reacts to things, which is pretty weird, like, So if anybody's got anything else on there, let's see if anyone's sort of on there. Anything else on? Two people online. if anything else is on. What else on the live stream? So yeah, that's it's very weird. I mean, I've noticed in the last few months there's been a few UFO videos that have gone out when I was doing my Strange Things video, which I haven't done for a while. Been having a bit of a rest from it for a bit. Obviously, you've got a lot of family commitments and things to do at the moment, so it's took a bit of a back burner at the moment, but I will try and get back to doing that again. But that's a lot of these little things, like little orb things in the sky. They are pretty weird. You know, there's a few of them. They actually look. I don't know. They look kind of. I don't know. It's like a water. Like, they look like. I don't know. It's weird. It's to explain what some of them. They look like they're in water. They're actually the water inside them, but so it makes you think. You know, could these things actually not be from space? But from the saying this, what the government basically saying when they say this, you know, is it something like that they're on about? Like saying we know more about our own, we know more about Mars and the moon and space than we do our own planet, really. You know, and then you think about the hollow Earth theory and Admiral Byrd and things like that, which I was reading about the other day. So, you know, it's an interesting one. If anybody's got anything, you know, any points to make about it, what they think, their own opinions on on this, it'd be interesting to find out. Any questions? It'd be very interesting to hear about. If anyone's got anything to. What else on the chat there? No one else on it yet. No. Nothing on there yet. Nothing on the chat. Let's have a look. What's on the. Is on there now? See. You know, it's pretty interesting. Things like that. It's pretty. So if anybody else is. See if anybody else has come onto the live stream. No, they haven't yet. So have a look what else is on there. See if I can put this on. Oh, just see if I can put it on just Facebook. That'd be oh, like once again, you know, there'll be nothing else. I think we will get more over the time. We'll get more out in drips and drabs about these UAPs, or we call them UFOs. They're called aerial, you know, unidentified aerial phenomenon. So it's kind of strange what people are actually seeing. Like I've done a couple of videos. Got one going on tomorrow, which we've done in Australia. The gentleman from Australia. I've got a few more that people have sent me that I'm going to be putting online soon as well, which will be interesting to watch. You know, is there anybody else on the chat yet? Nobody else come on yet? Who's come on the chat? Nothing yet. No, nothing yet on the chat yet. Just wondering if anybody can actually hear me on here as well, because I don't know whether the actual sound's working. My mic seems to be, yeah. It's also there's the news as well, on the news as well, about the finding basically another version of like a human being. Called it the Dragon Man. They found it in China, which is interesting. Basically, it's made a lot of scientists rethink over the evolution, how evolution happened. So we're finding out different things about things that strange things that we found out about. Like didn't know there was things like that. Could be easy. Easily what a lot of these things now that people see, like the Bigfoot, that how they're all explained and that, which is weird. They said it's a different sort of like we had different sort of the Neanderthals, and then we had the other types. I think it was the Homo erectus and things like that, stuff like that. So that was an interesting thing to see as well. Anything on there yet? Right, nothing on yet. If anybody does have any points about it, anything about these, it would be interesting to hear other people's opinions on what they've seen. About what these things could be that these UAPs are. So if anybody has got any, it'd be really interested to hear all your opinions on it. If anybody's got any opinions on it. What is that? Just put anything yet. Who else is watching it? Let's get on there. Just put anything on there. Right, see all the anybody on. Anybody on? Nobody else online, is that? Right, I'm going to have to end the stream soon. So I've only got one person on at the moment by the looks of it. So I'll be ending the stream now. And yeah, nothing else. I might end the stream now.